Good afternoon, everyone. A huge and happy welcome to the wedding of Joe and David in the very beautiful Orchardly house. I know that Joe and David are so delighted that you could all be here today to celebrate with them. So on their behalf, I am offering a huge thanks for being here. One of the best things about getting married is that you could all be here to join them on their special day and offer them your support. So a few introductions. My name is Catherine. I'm the Deputy Superintendent Registrar for Somerset County Registration Service, and it is my very, very great pleasure to be here today to conduct your marriage ceremony. My friend and colleague Karen has the very important job of doing the legal part of your ceremony, and she will check that all the criteria are met to make you husband and wife. So that's us. Now I need to check who you are. So before we begin, I can confirm that the place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to the laws of this country for the celebration of marriages. So, Josephine, David and Bernard, if you could stay standing. Everyone else can now take their seats. Are you okay with that wind, Joe?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah? Okay, good. Okay, well, I'd just like to check that we do have the correct people that I'm supposed to be marrying here today. So I'm going to ask you now to both confirm for me your full names, please. David, traditionally the groom goes first, so could you confirm your full name, including any middle names, please?
David Andrew Pollen.
Lovely. And Joe?
Josephine Victoria Southwell Sander.
That's good, that's who I was expecting. Excellent. So today your ceremony begins with an ancient tradition that is still often honoured, which is the giving away of the bride. Although attitudes have now changed and we know that Joe is not something to be given away, it is symbolic of the joining of two families and the sharing of love and responsibility between them. So I now have a very important question for the bride's father. Bernard, if you'd like to step forward. If you agree to the following statement, could you please answer with, I do? So, do you, Bernard, happily give Josephine's hand in marriage to David?
I do.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. You can give your daughter a kiss and sit down if you'd like. That's brilliant. Thank you.
That was awesome.
Family and friends, I'm sure that you know better than we do that David and Joe have found in each other happiness, fulfillment, and most importantly, love. As a consequence of this, they now wish to affirm their relationship and offer to each other the security which comes from legally binding vows, sincerely made and faithfully kept. But we do come to the moment where, in order to continue, I must now ask if any person here present knows of any lawful impediment why they should not be joined in matrimony. You should declare it now. I think you've invited the right guests. David and Joe, before you pledge yourselves to each other, it is my duty to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the vows you're about to make. Marriage in this country means the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. But more than this, the purpose of marriage is that you may always love, care for, and support each other through all the joys and sorrows of life. So I am now going to ask each of you to declare that you know of no lawful reason why you should not be joined together in marriage. Okay? So David, you're going to go first. So please just repeat after me. I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not.
That I know not.
Of any lawful impediment.
Of any lawful impediment.
Why I, David Andrew Pollen.
Why I, David Andrew Pollen.
May not be joined in matrimony.
May not be joined in matrimony.
To Josephine Victoria Southwell Sander.
To Josephine Victoria Southwell Sander.
Okay, lovely, perfect. Okay, Joe. I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not.
That I know not.
of any lawful impediment,
of any lawful impediment,
why I, Josephine Victoria Southwell Sander,
why I, Josephine Victoria Southwell Sander,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to David Andrew Pollen.
to David Andrew Pollen.
Okay, perfect. That's lovely. So we are now going to be treated to a lovely reading, which is going to be read to us by Abby, I believe. So Abby, if you'd like to come up and take centre stage.
Too much power there. And it's reading called The Art of Marriage. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In the art of marriage, it's the little things that are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through all the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together facing the world. It is a forming of a circle of love that gathers in whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is not it is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humour. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is finding room for the things of the spirit. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, the dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner. It is discovering what marriage can be at its best.
Thank you so much, Abby. That was really lovely. Well, you have both declared that you are free to marry, and we now come to the moment where you make your contract with each other. So I am going to take your bouquet, if that's okay, Joe, because you're now going to hold hands and look at each other. If you would like to. Marriage is a very personal decision, but a large part of its importance comes from its public recognition. And therefore, with our bride and groom standing, looking lovingly at each other, can I invite the witnesses to come up either side? That's Miranda and Claire, to stand either side of our bride and groom here. Perfect. This side, yeah, great. And if I can ask you to just listen out really carefully for the words that they're going to say, because that's what you signed for on the schedule at the end. Lovely. Well, these words are short and simple, but they have huge significance as they will make you husband and wife. Okay, David, if you're ready, you repeat after me. I call upon these persons here present.
I call upon these persons here present
To witness that I, David Andrew Pollen,
to witness that I, David Andrew Pollen,
do take thee, Josephine Victoria Southwell Sander,
do take thee, Josephine Victoria Southwell Sander,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
Lovely. Okay, Josephine. I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Josephine Victoria Southwell Sander,
to witness that I, Josephine Victoria Southwell Sander,
do take thee, David Andrew Pollen,
do take thee, David Andrew Pollen,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
Wonderful. So I now have an important question for you both, and the answer I'm very much hoping for is I do. David, as you take Josephine to be your wife, do you promise to honour her, trust her, and remain true to her for now and always?
I do.
Joe, are you sure you take David? No, I'm joking. Josephine, as you do take David to be your husband, do you promise to honour him, trust him, and remain true to him for now and always?
I do.
Thank you. Well, a special thank you to our witnesses there. Are you happy you heard everything, witnesses? Yes?
happy.
We won't make them do it again? Lovely. If you can take your seats then, please. So whilst it is true that marriage is primarily about love, it's also about tolerance, patience, caring and supporting each other through challenging times. However, one of the best things about marriage is also the ability to share your life with your very best friend. So we are going to have another reading now, which is by Vicky. So if you two would like to go over here. And Vicky, if you could come up to where I'm standing.
This is love. This love laughs, this love cries. This love learns to compromise. This love gives, this love takes. This love bends but never breaks. This love supports, this love depends. This love falls out and makes amends. This love is heart, this love is mind. This love is gentle, safe and kind. This love is strong, this love is tough. This love will always be enough.
Thank you so much, Vicky. So we're now going to seal the marriage contract with the giving of rings. The wedding ring is an unbroken circle. It has no beginning and no end. It symbolises unending and everlasting love, and it is an outward sign to the world of the promises you are making here today. So, without further ado, may I please ask the ring bearer, which is Stephen, to come up with the rings and offer David's. That's it. That's it. Give that one to David and.
Thank you. Okay, yep.
Yeah, put it on perfect.
And this is for
Perfect.
Joe. Well done, Stephen.
Well done. Thank
That's
you.
lovely. Thank you, Stephen.
No, you keep that one.
Perfect. So, David, if you could just pop Josephine's ring on the tip of her chosen finger. Lovely, which is usually left, third finger on the left. Yep, excellent. And so we're going to repeat after me with the personal ring vows that you have written. Okay. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
to symbolise my lifelong commitment to you.
to symbolise my lifelong commitment to you.
I offer myself to you
I offer myself to you
with all of my flaws and all of my strengths.
with all of my flaws and all of my strengths.
Together, we will make this love last a lifetime,
Together, we will make this love last a lifetime.
with plenty of giggles along the way.
With plenty of giggles along the way.
I promise to protect and support you
I promise to protect and support you
through all the curveballs life will throw at us.
for all the curveballs life will throw at us.
I promise to never go to sleep angry,
I promise to never go to sleep angry,
and that we'll always figure it out together.
and that we'll always figure it out together.
And I promise to put the Tupperware back,
And I promise to put the Tupperware back
in the cupboard correctly
in the cupboard correctly
and in accordance with your guidelines.
and in accordance with your guidelines.
That was beautiful. You may pop the ring onto Joe's finger now. Okay, Joe, we're going to have to try and top that now, okay? Okay. Ready? When you're ready, repeat after me, okay? I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love for you.
as a symbol of my love for you.
I promise to love you,
I promise to love you,
even when I don't like you.
even when I don't like you.
I promise to support you and guide you
I promise to support you and guide you
to the goals you are aiming to achieve.
to the goals you're aiming to achieve.
And I promise not to love spreadsheets more than you.
And I promise to love spreadsheets. No, the other way around.
I knew it.
I promise to love you more than I love spreadsheets.
Expertly done. Josephine, pop that ring on now. Perfect. From this day forward, may you always be the answer to each other's questions, the gift for each other's needs, and the reason for each other's happiness. And may no failure or misfortune ever part you. Ladies and gentlemen, would you now stand if you are able, please? Well, beloved guests, please continue to support and give your love to this couple as they embark on the journey of their marriage. This day will form a milestone in their lives, and they will look back upon it with love and laughter as the start of their new life together. David and Josephine, today you have both made the declarations required by law with solemn and binding promises to each other in the presence of your witnesses, your family, your friends, and the Registrar for Marriages. May you treasure this trust and responsibility, and may you live very full and very happy lives together, for it now gives me the greatest pleasure to announce that you are indeed husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. David, would you like to escort your wife round to the back of the table? We're now going to sign the schedule, so everyone please be seated.